Hello, welcome to the ReaperWRB course. My name is John Tidy. I run the Reaper blog. Thank you for purchasing ReaperWRB 2. We've put a lot of work into this, and I'm sure you'll really like it. So let's open up Reaper, and we'll open up the preferences. That's in the options menu, preferences. And we want to go to Control OSC Web. Going to click Add. And from the control surface mode, we're going to Web Browser Interface. I'm first going to set this up for the built-in web remotes. I'm actually going to change this web server port to something different. These numbers don't really matter, but try different numbers in case one is already in use and things like that. And then from there, we want to choose a default interface. We're going to start off with the built-in pages, just so we can have some general information about web remotes, and so kind of everyone is up to speed on them. Okay, so default interface, these are the ones that Reaper has found in either the built-in folder, the ones like basic, click, fancier, index, lyrics, and more me. Those ones are built into Reaper, and then some of these other ones like more me, level limit, chord gun, actions, those are some that I imported from other users. We can see these folders. So there's the built-in one, and on Mac, this is actually inside of the app folder. So these ones, they're not to be manipulated, but you can copy them, modify them if you are interested. And the user pages one is inside of the Reaper user folder. And on my Mac, it looks like this: Macintosh, users, John Tidy, library, application support, Reaper, Reaper www root. And when we're installing ReaperWRB, this is the folder we're going to put it all into. For now, we're going to close that. We'll go with the index.html. We're going to use the rc.reaper.fm function. This is just a shortcut. This is just going to make things easier. You don't have to remember the IP address and things like that. So we're just going to call this remote, and we'll click Apply Settings. And so rc.reaper.fm/remote, that's all we have to type in to our web browser, whether it's on the same computer or in Safari on an iPhone or something like that. Okay, so you just copy that link, click OK. Sometimes we'll get an error here, and that just means we need to change the port number. I think I erased my ports and didn't restart, and that's why that popped up. So we're just going to double click that again, and we'll just change this to 5001. Click Apply Settings, and OK, and now it's fine. Here's the local IP address. Any device on your local network can access this. You can type in rc.reaper.fm/remote, and it will redirect you to 192.168.0.106:5001. It's just a little easier to remember to use the RC function. All right, so let's switch over to the web browser, and we'll type in, actually we'll just paste in that link. There we go, and hit return. And so we get this page. We can bookmark this, and next time it'll just go directly to it. Click this, it's going to load in that index.html web remote, the really basic built-in one. If we want it to automatically go to a different web remote, we go back to the preferences. And so if I choose basic.html, apply, OK, and go back to the web browser and refresh this page, now it's got the basic layout. But we don't have to do that every time. We don't have to change the default one. We can actually just change the URL. So let's add in a / and then type in more_me.html. And so this is the more me personal monitor. And this only works when you have multiple tracks. You need to send from this track to this track, and then a hardware output. So do that. This is set up for headphone sends now. So I refresh it and I click on this, and then set your monitor track. This track's unnamed, but here, let's name this drummer's headphones. And we want to make sure that that doesn't go to the master. And look in Firefox, and I have to refresh here. Drummer's headphones, and there we go. I think we can show both at the same time here. This controls the send level for that hardware, and this controls the send level from track 1. The drummer can have this on his tablet and control his headphone mix right from the web remote. So clearly this is a really helpful thing to have. It's pretty flexible. It's not ideal for every situation. You wouldn't want to use this to write in automation and do real-time vocal fader rides and things like that. It's just not the right technology for that. So those are some of the built-in ones. And here's one that I had written for my own workflow to improve track selection and things like that. And so this one, I had just hack the HTML file and kind of figure out things on my own. This is just showing and hiding different tracks based on the names. But it's ugly. I had to, edit HTML, and it was a real pain. And around the same time that I did this, I came across Michael Clear, who made ReaperWRB. And since then, we've been collaborating to build Web Remote Builder. So you don't want to have to do this. Reaper Web Remote Builder can do all this kind of stuff, but make a much more interesting and useful and responsive and powerful web remote.